And good evening to you. I'm Vicente Arenas.
And I'm Courtney Zabowski in for Rika Mudaraj. Tonight, a child is in the hospital after he was run over by a truck in his own neighborhood. The 8-year-old saw something in the middle of the road and went to check it out when he was hit. But
neighbors say they aren't surprised at how this happened. We're talking about a neighborhood in southeast Harris County on Hughes Ranch Road at Blackhawk. Tonight, police are looking for the gunman behind a deadly shooting inside a Houston restaurant. It happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon at the Taqueria Cancun on South Gessner and Beechnut. Investigators say the victim was drinking beer with his friends when someone pulled out a gun and shot him. That sent other customers running for their lives.
They came in running, telling us that someone got shot in the chest or in the head, something like that, and they got killed.
The victim was rushed to the hospital, but doctors could not save him. There were no surveillance cameras in the restaurant. A disturbing story out of Mexico. Authorities are working to identify 49 mutilated corpses found in northern Mexico. The bodies were discovered this morning along a highway outside the city of Monterrey. The victims had their heads, hands, and feet cut off and were stuffed into bags. Investigators say the Zetas drug cartel left a banner at the scene claiming responsibility for the massacre. It's just the latest round of violence between Mexican crime syndicates.
Well, turning now to weather, we saw some stormy weather earlier in the weekend, but it was beautiful today.
And the question is, how long, Cheetah, is this gorgeous weather going to last? Mothers are loving you today.
I know, it was just gorgeous. Yeah. Hopefully you all got to get outside and really enjoy it. So get ready to get the umbrellas out once again. I'll tell you how much rain and when we can expect it.
We've been warned. Now we know.
Okay. That's right. Thanks, Cheetah.
At least 3 executives at J.P. Morgan Chase are reportedly on their way out after bad trades cost the bank $2 billion. The results are in after local voters headed to the polls yesterday. Among other positions, they voted for school board trustees, mayors, and city council members. New Caney ISD voters approved a $97 million bond issue to build 2 schools and possibly a new stadium. Friendswood voters elected Kevin Holland as their new mayor. Other contests were less decisive. The races for mayor in Conroe and Galveston are both headed for a runoff. Don't forget, early voting for the Harris County primary elections begins tomorrow.
A Houston soldier who served our country had nearly lost hope overcoming his wounds of war.
That's until an experimental treatment brought him back to life.
The idea was...
Incredible story. We thank Specialist Ruiz for his service.
We do. Back in school, the Dean's List, and we saw his mom in that story, didn't we?
Happy Mother's Day to her.
Happy Mother's Day. Yes, and to all the moms out there, what a beautiful Mother's Day.
It was, and Cheetah, now everybody's wondering, are we going to continue to have great weather like today?
I know, it was just picture perfect out there. You know what, it's going to continue for months. It's nice to go in with a surplus of rain.
Yeah, especially because last year it was so dry.
So dry.
And everything's green now.
It's such a difference.
I'm just glad you're saying 90s and not 100 yet, because I'm not ready for that.
It's all psychological.
Triple digits, not, yeah, I can't even say that.
All right, thank you, Cheetah. It has been a long journey, but the Space Shuttle Enterprise is now one step closer to its final destination. The internet company Yahoo has named a new CEO, its 4th in just 8 months. Today, Ross Levinson was picked to serve as interim CEO. He's replacing Scott Thompson, the former head of PayPal. Yahoo hired him in January to help turn the troubled company around. He was ousted after it was revealed that he falsely claimed to have a computer science degree.
Right, and Cheyenne,
and she's looking, and she's looking good too. What is it that we can just stare at orangutans forever? They're so much fun to watch. All right, after his 1 season of retirement, pitcher Andy Pettitte made his return to the mound today. Matt's up next to recap the day in sports. Lots of people were watching to see how the Astros would do today.
So Matt Musil is here, and it was, what, raining there in Pittsburgh, but not here.
Little rain delay, got started late. The Astros...
Turns out Roxy was stolen from her family's backyard more than 5 years ago, and today they were reunited when the family picked Roxy up from the shelter. Unbelievable story, but look at those smiles.
And on Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's a perfect gift.
Yeah.
5
years.
years.
Those 5 years.
And it's a Yorkie, right?
Oh.
That dog's a...
Is it a Yorkie?
Yeah, that's what I was
I
told
didn't
earlier,
get the close look there.
Stories that dog could tell.
Oh, I bet you did.
Well, that's our time for now. Thanks for being with us. Stay up to date on khou.com.
And be sure to tune into KHOU 11 News this morning starting at 4:30 to see what happened while you slept.
Good night.